It wouldn't be a birthday party without balloons, and it wouldn't be Richard Branson's party without a lifeboat on hand. His whole family is here, many of them about to join the attempt to kite-surf across the channel.
Well, the record is 4 hours, so what they need to do is they need to get their team of 10 kite-surfers from here in the UK across the English Channel to the French coast.
It's not exactly the way most 60-year-olds would choose to spend their birthday.
Well, the thing is that, as people will find out when they get old, you don't actually feel any older than when you're 20, so you might as well behave like you are when you're 20.
Now, there are some people on the team who've only been kite surfing for a couple of weeks. How confident are you that you'll all make it across?
We'll see. I mean, there's Ivo, who's we were on holiday with last week. He's 15 years old. He just learnt the kite surf, and we just thought, screw it, let's do it. Let's see if we can get him across. And my daughter's, Holly's only recently learned, so they'll give it a go. And if that's the best way in life is have a go. And if you end up having to be picked up by a boat, you have to be picked up by a boat.
As far as the stunts that you've pulled off in the past, this would have to be one of the riskiest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's as in the sort of same risky league, fortunately, as ballooning or some of the other things we've done in the past. It's more a wonderful fun adventure to have with one's family, and it'll be much more tiring, I think, than most of the other things that I've done in the past. But I wouldn't put it in the major risky category, fortunately.
Because you've got the lifeboat following you mean?
Yeah, well, it's helpful having the lifeboat right behind us. So. But
you're quite determined to set the record.
Oh, of course, but if we don't succeed, obviously we'll pick ourselves up, and I've got to have something to do for my 70th. So.
29-year-old Holly Branson only took up the sport very recently.
What was your reaction when Dad said, "Look, for my 60th birthday, I'd actually quite like to cross the channel"?
I said, "I can't kite surf, I'm not coming," and then I decided actually it would be quite good to go, so I've been practising the last few weeks and trying to get up to scratch to be able to go across.
How are you feeling today?
Nervous.
We have been kind of spoiled by kite surfing in the Caribbean, so the only thing that's a bit different here is, the cold water and ships and murky stuff, and not very idyllic, but even that, I think it's a bit more of a challenge. It's quite fun like that.
If he manages to make it all the way over to France, and he manages to do it without any assistance whatsoever from the lifeboat, he'll be the oldest person to have crossed the channel on a kiteboard.
The team hopes to surf 39 kilometres straight through a shipping route, dodging freight and passenger ferries travelling to and from England and France. Their boards are just a metre long. Hundreds of locals showed up to watch. Some might have been surprised to be rubbing shoulders with royalty. Princess Beatrice, the Queen's 22-year-old granddaughter and fifth in line to the throne, was there to cheer on her boyfriend, who works for Richard Branson's space travel company. Also watching from the shore was Eve Branson, Sir Richard's mother, who admits she's a bit of a daredevil herself.
Would you ever try it?
Yes, I have done. Yeah, I quite like it.
Oh, really? Do you still do it now?
Not very often, yeah.
Winds of up to 38 knots dashed hopes of making it to the other side. Within an hour and only 8 kilometres from the shore, the Coast Guard called the challenge off.
I'm a little bit angry, to be honest. We were going out there, the waves were huge and it was pretty ripping, but I have no idea. We were going along and we just got told we had to head back. I think, to be honest, the safety boat was being a bit over-precautious.
The billionaire leader of the pack has already achieved one world record on this stretch of water. He was the fastest to cross over to France in an amphibious vehicle. He was determined to make it on his kiteboard, but he was chased through the swell 6 times by the safety boat.
Well, we had a big argument with the boats, and we did actually want to carry on, but in the end, I think sense prevailed, and I've just been in the RNLI lifeboat talking to the guys there, and they said that wiser people made the right decision.
Each member of the team tried again but succumbed to the wind. The Branson family will be back here next week to try one more time. Emma Alberici, ABC News, Dungeness, England.